Hello. Okay, greetings to all. My name is Shaira Ismail. So I will be presenting a topic on job hiring discrimination, the Malaysian legal approach on equal employment opportunities. Again, I'm Shaira Ismail from the Faculty of Business Management, and my other group members are Dr. Nur Ashikin Basaruddin and Nur Saliza Aminuddin from the Faculty of Law, UITM, Laguna branch. Okay, the job hiring process is basically the selection and recruitment activities done by the company to recruit a candidate for a particular job. So there is another term which is the job postings, or also known as job advertisements. It contains information such as the job description, and any other specific criteria that is basically required to match with a certain job, such as your working experiences, your skills, knowledge, ability, and other competencies, and so on. But there is also a limitation of that. Sometimes the job ads would specify limitations in terms of the certain category or criteria, such as in terms of race, sex, marital status, your color and gender, your physical disability, and so on. Okay, currently there is no written law in the Malaysian perspective pertaining to the equal employment opportunity, and but yet we have certain acts that regulates the relationship between employer and employee after the employment takes place. So in this perspective, I would like to focus on the some of our objective is basically to look at the Malaysian legal framework governing employment hiring practices, and also at the same time is to assess its effectiveness in combating discriminatory hiring practices, and we would come up with the suggestions in towards the existing law based on references in from the UK, US, Canadian, and also Canadian legal framework. Okay, our research design of this study is basically an exploratory research, and we are basically analyzing the secondary data. We have analyzed the statutory provisions, cases, legal rules, and principles of the international instruments. And also, we have done some analysis of the current job postings through the job search engine. So we are getting the information such as on the job openings, looking into position, and also we are looking into the job description and also job specifications. Okay, job search is basically the tasks, responsibilities, duties that would be carried out by the applicants, and for the job spec is basically what are those skills, knowledge, competencies, and any other requirements to perform a job. Okay, based on the table here, we are basically analyze 100 of jobs positions in the online jobs apps. So normally we are looking into the positions, company or organization types, basically locals, and also we are basically assessing the job description and also the job specifications, looking into the job requirements, what are requirements requested by the employer specific. So the first one is basically the position is general manager, and we were looking at that the company is a construction company, and if you're looking at the job requirements here, they are looking for a Mandarin speaker because a person is needed to liaise with the China in the head office, and also another requirement basically looking into those who can speak Mandarin, Cantonese, Malaysian language, and also he or she must be able to communicate in Mandarin verbal and written. Okay, for the second one, the second position is the sales executive in the company doing the fabrication and installations. So they prefer someone who is able to speak in Cantonese, Mandarin, English, and Malaysian proficiently, and also the required languages as specified are basically Bahasa Malaysia, English, Mandarin, and the candidate is required to communicate with the target beneficiaries in all three of these languages. Okay, so basically the other dialects needed required are Cantonese and Hokkien is a plus point. That's the languages preferences by the company. So when you are looking for the accounts executive or consultant firm, so they have stated here that candidates who are fluent in Mandarin is preferred. So those who can speak Mandarin is basically the first choice of the company. So what about the academic assistant? This is another company for the art and design company. The job adds in other languages, but it is not in Bahasa Melayu. So basically, they are basically focusing on certain race per se. And when you're looking into the sales executive, this is from the industrial chemicals supply company. They require someone who can speak English, Malaysia, and Bahasa Malaysia and Mandarin. So that's another position here, Swiss desk analyst. English slash Cantonese speaking. This is for the software company. They're putting here proficient in English, Bahasa Malaysia, and Mandarin. So excellent communication skill in Cantonese business language. So we go down further. If you're looking here for the sales and marketing executive, this is under the diversified business group for the social media executive. What they prefer is basically looking into the required languages as well, looking into Bahasa Malaysia, English, Mandarin, and they need a candidate who is fluent in Mandarin or Cantonese. And also their roles are basically required to liaise with the Mandarin speaking client. So the next one will be in other the marketing executive. This is the for executive level for a chemical company, chemical engineering marketing. So they are looking for those who can speak English, Bahasa Malaysia, and Mandarin, same as the others. And for the business development executive under the sales and marketing department, this is basically under the company who is doing businesses and buying and selling cryptocurrency. They're looking a person who is excellent in both written and spoken English, Cantonese, and Mandarin. As for the sales and marketing executive, for a legal term, they're putting here that they should be able to communicate in English, Bahasa Malaysia, and also Mandarin. And the required languages are specified here. They are Mandarin, English, Bahasa Malaysia, and also they're putting here another statement. Those who can speak English, Bahasa Malaysia, and Mandarin is an added advantage. And the last one, the second last, is basically the mechanical technician or engineer. This is from the energy saving solution provider. They're putting here that the person must be able to speak and write in Mandarin, as the job required the candidate to deal with certain Mandarin speaking suppliers. And the last one is on the R&D engineer. What they stated here, this is in the communication company. They need a person who could verbal in Mandarin is required. As we are comparing the Equal Employment Act among the countries such as UK, United States, and Canadian legal approach, under Section 39 of Equality Act 2010, UK, that means there is something on the an employer must not discriminate, victimize, and harass a person of employees. So basically, they are looking into the policies, criteria, and practices used in the recruitment process. So as for the United States, this is basically a Civil Rights Act 1964. It is basically prohibits discriminations against employee and applicants during the recruitment stage. So it is supporting with the case Grades versus Power Company. So basically, the employers practice by requiring the school high school diploma to take up the IQ test as a condition of employment. And as for the Canadian, we are looking into the Ontario Human Rights Code. Basically, they are specifying discrimination based on 17 different personal attributes. Okay, and also basically looking into the citizenships, race, place of origin, ethnic origin, color, and so on. And also it is supported by the Imperial Oil Limited versus Hasib, where in this case, the employers impose requirements on the job applicants that may potentially violate the Ontario Human Rights Code. Okay, as for the United States, normally on the Genetic Information Non-Discrimination Act 2008, China 2008, prohibit genetic discrimination in health insurance because if you're looking into the supporting case between the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission versus BNW Home Care Agency, they are putting here the essence of the violation was that the employer requested a family medical history from its employees and applicants in violation of the provisions of this act. And for the Ontario Human Rights Code of Canada, it was revised by the Divisional Court. Permanent residency is not similar to the definition of the citizenship under the code. So, as for the recommendation and conclusions, we would say that there is no existing provisions, acts, or any statutory regulations that protect job seekers from being discriminated. And we are suggesting as well that a revision should be done in our existing Employment Act 1955 as well as the International Relations Act 1967. So we have to sort of extend the scope to a person who is in the arrangement process to be employed before the employment takes place. And also we have to insert discriminatory words such as language or disability as part of discrimination. And as a conclusion, that would say that discrimination of job hiring or pre-employment process is again a violation of the international treaties, and the protection against discrimination should be adhered, and so that we are make sure that everything is basically practiced equally and professionally, rights to the job seeker. Thank you so much for listening. That's all from us. Thank you.